thrilled to be at EXA overall. Obviously, I've competed and been a partner with EXA a lot throughout their iterations and through my time in the industry. And it's always been a company and assets and people that I've really respected, that's known how to deliver. And that was my view from the outside. Also quite innovative on where they put their network and how they do. And getting to join the team now and actually see from the inside the thought, the depth of care that goes into building, maintaining our networks, listening to our customers, figuring out where the trends are going, making sure we're well positioned, and really just understanding our customers in the industry has been amazing to see firsthand. And I couldn't be more excited to be working with this team, working with our customers. Particularly right now, we're at an inflection point, I think, in the industry and traffic demands with AI. Obviously, we're still trying to figure out where it goes, but we're seeing the demand pick up. We're seeing requests for new locations, and customers need more and more from us at a much faster pace. And it's great to be with a team like this that has a history of delivering on it, and that I know we can take to the next level. One of the strengths of EXA is we are the largest privately owned digital infrastructure in all of Europe. And then also one of the larger players across the transatlantic into North America. And if you look at the origins of the network and where we've taken it today, it's always been built with resiliency and redundancy in mind. If you look at just from a routing perspective, it's never been about single routes. It's always multiple routes. As customers ask for more and more capacity, it hasn't been, let's just throw it on the same route from that city to that city. It's how do we get there in different ways? How do we provide a different path? So that's always been the core. So if you look at our network map, it's quite diverse. There's multiple routes into multiple of many of the most popular routes throughout Europe. And then in transatlantic, we actually operate 6 systems now on 6 different systems. And then all in the latest high capacity systems. So high availability, high capacity, newest technology. And then on top of that, over the last 2 to 3 years, we've actually injected $300 million to actually upgrade our network. So it's on the latest FlexGrid technology, which allows us more flexibility on how we route traffic, how we actually move traffic during those disruptions that are mentioned, and then also just how we actually just provide a better end-to-end service. And I believe that going forward, we're going to be looking to how do we add more diversity, how do we add more resiliency. In today's world, when you talk to our customers, our partners, what they really want, obviously they need good value, they need good pricing, but they need reliability. Their services for other customers, their services for their products, and they need it to be up all the time. And that's our job. And that's what we take very seriously. At the end of the day, we know it's about our reliability, our resiliency, and making sure our customers stay up all the time. So that goes into every single one of our decisions, whether it's investment decisions on where we build the network, how we upgrade it, how we maintain it, and where we expand. And we always do that by listening to the customer. So if you look at the transatlantic, it is the most trafficked corridor of any of the subsea corridors in the world. And we are seeing that traffic pattern only grow more and more as actually the months go by. So EXA originally had 3 of our own systems that were kind of the backbone of it, the north and south route, and then the express route, which is actually the lowest latent cable between North America and Europe. So that's always given optionality to our customers. But as we've seen these traffic patterns grow, these demands, part of that $300 million investment was into new systems. They're all high capacity fiber systems, high fiber counts, high availability, latest technology. So we've added routes now on the Amity system, on the Havre system, and on Dunant, which now takes us up to 6 active cable systems in the Atlantic, which one gives massive diversity of choice to our customers on different routings. It gives us the ability to kind of run different traffic profiles, but also to meet that demand as it comes. We're not going to get pinched. If a customer needs something today, we can get them to them today. And I think that's one of the advantages that we offer our customer is that market grows faster and faster, and the demands are put on it more and more. We're kind of always there with multiple options for customers, which is what they need in today's world. So we've actually had about 3 really big projects that the team was, and to give credit, I am new, so the team has done this. They've done an amazing job. I mentioned the Havre system, which is a system that runs, from North America through Ireland, the UK, and up into the Netherlands. The team worked hard to get capacity on that, worked out multiple different swap arrangements, has a fiber pair on that, allows us to serve the customers. So again, gives a complete different route that EXA had previously offered in the past. Another exciting partnership is one that was announced earlier this year with Telecom Egypt. And really what that is how do we actually work in partnership to interconnect with offering 2 to 3 new routes from Egypt up into Europe, and then an extension to all the major markets in Europe, and how we do that in partnership with Telecom Egypt. So customers now have more choice, more optionality, but more seamless experience, not having to deal with multiple providers. It's one solution that we bring together. So again, offering up new routes from some of the new highest emerging traffic patterns in the world. And then finally, the TAP project, which is the Trans-Adriatic Pipeline project, which we've actually worked with them to actually build a whole new resilient, redundant route through the Adriatic Sea, through some of the Southern European countries, that offers a complete new route on resilient infrastructure, the newest fiber. And again, that's us understanding where the new routes are, where customers want to be, and then how do we find best of breed partners where we can bring our strengths together to offer the best experience.